nice down there? Down here? It's perfect.
I'm going to tell you, as soon as Danny comes, we're going to have a
So cool. That is like embarrass the kids for sure. That bad. I'm gonna do it in Christy. That's white. She was laughing. Now she's in her. I'm not a baseball player, so this is not my thing. This is just smaller than Gabe. Which guy do you have? I'm sorry. I was going to say you want something. You're good? You did. Okay, because I have a friend over here that's got something like that. Oh, here you go. You have a friend who's got some bad.
Gian! On the stage! Gian!
Good morning. Good morning, Arlington High School graduating class of 22. I want to welcome you to our 97th commencement exercises, and I ask please rise as Miss Catherine Myers and Miss Avery Williams make their way to the stage to read the Pledge of Allegiance, and stay standing through our national anthem played by our wind ensemble.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go this way.
Good morning to all. I'm Dave Moyer. I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Arlington Central School District. What a great day this is for the Arlington community. Now is the time when I'm supposed to somehow or another inspire you to greatness in the next chapter of your lives. Well, that to happen under any circumstances, but the actual truth is that you are the ones who inspire me. The first thing they teach you in superintendent school is that if you are having a bad day, find an excuse to go to a school. I'm completing my 12th year as a superintendent, and I can tell you that that was true in 2010, and it's even more true today. The last 2 years have been the most challenging in the history of public education. The pandemic has affected each person and each family differently, but at some time or another, you have overcome more to be here today than most young adults have had to endure during their high school careers. So it is you who inspire me. Many of you have made everyday sacrifices that nobody sees, such as working extra hours to help support your family or sacrificing a personal interest to help care for a younger sibling. Some have had academic challenges, such as struggling to learn online as a non-native English speaker, and many of you have had more visible examples of achievement and service through school organizations such as Interact Club and others. And some of you have received impressive recognitions at some of the events that I have had the pleasure of attending in recent weeks, including the Charlie Johnson Awards, the Dutchess County Scholars Breakfast, or the Dutchess Chamber Awards Breakfast. You inspire me to push myself to be a better person. You are my heroes. I have 2 points that I hope you will consider as you walk across the stage. The first is that over the past 2 years, you have observed numerous examples of unseemly and unproductive behavior. Intolerance, divisiveness, violence, and incivility have become so prevalent that you may unfortunately now believe that this is normal, acceptable, and productive behavior. It is not, and it never was. You can do better than this, and you must do better than this. The second is that you can learn from listening and observing what not to do, but you can also learn a lot about what to do from experienced, seasoned people. For me, it was Dr. Phil Hintz, Dr. John Olson, Pete Olson, Jim Ward, Connie McElroy, Dr. Diane Nulbin, Ray McNulty, and many others. I encourage you to find people like that in your own lives. Some of us who have more in the rearview mirror than in the road ahead might just have a thing or two to offer if you give us a chance. I would encourage you to balance your exuberance and drive to chart your own path with a healthy respect for those who have been around the block a time or two. Nobody has all the answers, but together we can certainly find a few more than if we think we have to do it all by ourselves. Typically, when I make public comments, I quote Kurt Vonnegut or Bob Dylan, but today you get Mark Twain. He said, "When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was amazed at how much the old man had learned in 7 years." If one is reflective and thoughtful, it is probably easier to figure out what not to do than it is to figure out what to do. Just like you should be generous in offering your help to others, don't be afraid to ask for help yourself if you need it, or maybe even if you don't. Thank you and congratulations, Arlington High School class of 2022.
Doctor, we're having some mic issues here. Thank you, Dr. Moyer. As the executive principal, it is now my privilege to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2022, Miss Angela Yee.
Hello friends, family, faculty, administrators, and fellow graduates. I'm so honored to be speaking here this morning on a landmark day in our lives. A day for celebration, laughter and tears, goodbyes and new beginnings. I'd first like to give a few shout outs to the people who have helped me over the years. To my family, thank you for driving me to all of those practices and lessons, for putting up with the late nights of violin playing, and for believing in me even when I didn't. To my friends, I couldn't imagine surviving high school without you by my side. And to my teachers, you taught me everything from writing an essay to taking an integral, but most importantly, you taught me how to learn and how to think. All of you are the reason I'm standing on this podium today. Thank you. To begin, I'd like to tell you all the story of Arlington High School's class of 2022, because it's a story like no other that's been written in the halls of this high school. Freshman year was a year of firsts. Joining your first clubs, watching your first football game, experiencing the chaos of hallway traffic, discovering the ungodly stench of the sports lobby, and getting lost on your way to class. New friendships formed, old ones faded, classes demanded more work. but in the whirlwind of change that was freshman year, we may have stumbled a few times or broken a few bones, but we managed to soon find our footing. Sophomore year arrived, and we settled into routines, found our people, and finally were able to navigate Arlington's maze of hallways, for the most part. Then, a virus from the opposite side of the world decided that high school wasn't difficult enough as it was. When the shutdown was first announced, we were excited from a break from school. But 2 weeks turned into 2 months, and before you knew it, it was your first day of junior year, and you found yourself sitting in front of a computer screen, waiting for your teacher to realize they've been muted for the past 5 minutes. Junior year is already the most difficult one of high school by default, but COVID managed to make everything 10 times harder for us. Remote learning was basically school with all of the work and none of the fun. But in the chaos and isolation of the pandemic, we found ways to adapt and overcome. We adjusted to the awkwardness of Google Meets and Zoom calls. We kept in touch with friends over FaceTime after class, and maybe a little during class. We held tightly onto the belief that one day we'd get to return to Arlington's hallways and see each other again without the barrier of a screen. And our belief came true just in time. The first day of senior year marked the first of many bittersweet lasts, but even more importantly, it marked a long-awaited return to normalcy. We began to realize everything we'd missed over the years. Walking the halls with friends, listening to the morning announcements, attending sports games and plays and concerts, and talking to teachers face to face. This was the time to make up for a year and a half of lost experiences. So despite the mounting workload and our bad case of senioritis, we found that classes were just a little more bearable. We cheered a little more at football games. We hugged our friends a little tighter. We appreciated all the lasts just a little more. If there's one thing that we actually learned in English class, it's that every story has a theme, a message, or a lesson. So I'd like to leave you all with the lesson of our story. It's not one we read from a textbook or learned in a classroom. It's one we experienced together firsthand. That lesson is to appreciate the moments while they last. The small ones, the big ones, and everything in between. Take opportunities when they're given to you, because you never know when the next virus will come along and turn the world upside down. To quote one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Pitbull, "It's only one life, you don't get two, so live life, don't let it live you." So now, class of 2022, we've been waiting for this day for 13 years. At times, it seemed like it couldn't come fast enough, but now that we're here, we wonder where all the time went. For all of its ups and downs, its pains and its quirks, high school is a time like no other in our lives. We overcame tremendous adversity from the pandemic and losses in our own community. We made memories that will last a lifetime. And we met the people who make it so hard to say goodbye to this place. But even though we're leaving Arlington, our story doesn't end here. It will only continue to grow as we go off on our separate paths. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Angela. Now my distinct honor to introduce the valedictorian, Miss Amy Chen.
For the sake of brevity, at the cost of sounding like an awards acceptance speech, I'd just like to thank the people who helped get me here. Of course, I'd like to thank my teachers who provided me with positive reinforcement and made learning enjoyable, most of the time. I'd like to thank my family who always supported me through all of my endeavors and cared for me. My mom who always made sure I was fed and healthy. My dad who drove me wherever I needed to go and asked me about my day. My older brother who guided me through high school, and my little sister who kept me sane and was my emotional support person. I'd like to thank my friends who made school a lot more vibrant and fun, so please bear with me as I give them all a quick shout out. Amelia Jensen, Rose Van Benskoden, Shauna Lahiri, Jasmine Zoha, Samantha Trippi, Emma Sheridan, Amal Qureshi, Julia Taylor, Alicia Smith, Tyler Wang, Emma Shen, Ben Soliday, Megan Jurk, Anaga M. Kumar, Sarah Payon Delgado, Nana Asidu, Noah Kang, Emily Duvogazima, Hannah McCabe, Becca Eddy, Emma Chensky, Bridget Hogan, and of course, the wonderful Angela Yee. Go follow them all on Instagram, and no, they did not pay me to say that. Thank you all for your time, and let's get this graduation.
Mike's here. Testing, testing. All right, we're going to give this a shot. As I've said already, good morning, Arlington High School class of 2022, and welcome. I'm Mr. Orcutt. I've had the privilege of being your executive principal for the last 2 years. I want to start by thanking Dr. Moyer for his remarks and Amy and Angela for their inspiring speeches. And if we wonder why Amy's our valedictorian, on a beautiful, hot, sunny day, she kept her speech perfect length. And I'm going to try and emulate that. I also want to acknowledge that you may have noticed there's a chair in the student section that's draped with a captain gown. This chair is left in memorial for students of this graduating class that are no longer with us, but we carry with us in our thoughts and in our hearts. To our Board of Education and our central office administration, I want to thank you for your guidance and your support. To our amazing teaching faculty, staff, and administration, I'd like to thank you for all of your efforts in supporting this graduating class. Thank you to all of the parents, guardians, and relatives that have been instrumental in ensuring that these students stay on track to graduate. And now to our students. As I thought about the words that I wanted to leave you with this morning, I found myself thinking about what this ceremony represents. Today's your graduation. We often think of graduation as the end of something. It's a punctuation mark at the end of 13 years of structure when you've been given and made the best of what's in front of you. And in many cases, you're grateful when it's over. But today is also your commencement ceremony. Calling today commencement carries a different connotation. Commencement ceremony is an acknowledgement that you have accomplished and that you are now prepared to begin the rest of your lives. Commencement is recognizing the end of your high school experience while celebrating the rest of your journey. While New York State requires us to certify that you've met the curriculum requirements for graduation, I found myself thinking that it wasn't the information that we list on your transcripts that made me confident you were prepared for life after high school. Not at all. My confidence in your preparedness comes from watching you stand in the face of what feels like never-ending uncertainty and adversity. It comes from watching you pick each other up when you need each other the most. It comes from your ability to do the right thing even when you have no idea what might happen. And it comes from your flexibility and your adaptability to meet the challenges and the work in front of you, whether on your own or collaboratively. You are an inspiring group of young people, and I've admired you, and I am humbled by your courage and your perseverance. So, Mr. Bodner, It is with extreme pride and tremendous honor that I present to you the Arlington High School graduating class of 2022. They're ready. Thank you. Wind blown?
Yeah, just a little bit. Morning. So, 30 years ago today, I was sitting in a chair, very much just like the ones you're in right now, in the gold field behind the high school. Several of the parents in the studio, or in the stadium rather, were there with me that day. And I was thinking about the fact that at that day, if you had asked me, there was no chance that I ever thought that I'd be here giving a speech to you today. Mr. McCormick was there that day. He handed me my diploma. Going into my junior year, I got the question that I'm sure you're all sick and tired of answering. What are you going to do after high school? Where are you going to school? So my guidance counselor asked me that very question. My answer was, well, I'd like to go to an Ivy League school. And I'll never forget the laughter when I said that. And after she finally calmed down and realized I was serious, and she said, oh no, sweetie, you don't have the grades, you'll never get into an Ivy League school. I had to change my plan. So I ended up at the United States Air Force Academy. But thank you. But unfortunately, prior to my senior year, my family suffered a horribly tragic death of my mom and little brother. We were in a car accident. So I had suffered for years with an undiagnosed case of post-traumatic stress disorder. I didn't know I had it. So I couldn't handle the Air Force Academy. The stress was too much. So I ended up coming home, bouncing around from a couple different schools before I realized I needed to get some help. And so I took a year and got the therapy I needed and thought about what I wanted to do. And I had remembered lying on the ground, hearing the sirens after the accident, and thought, I want to pay that forward. I want to give that back to somebody else. So I moved to California and entered the police academy. And one day during the academy, we were sitting around studying for an exam, and we went around the table and asked, where do you want to work after you graduate? And, police department, sheriff's department, kids wanted to do SWAT or K-9 or motors. No one said I wanted a stable department with, good health care. My goal was to work at a department that had a blue uniform, a gold star, and I wanted to work at the beach. Those were my requirements. Well, none of the departments in that area met those requirements. So they're like, where are you going to work? And I was like, I don't know. So again, I changed my goal and applied to some of the local departments. And I got through the process and we got to the psychological exam. I was told if you fail a psych exam, no department in the state will ever accept you. Well, I failed that exam because I had suffered from PTSD. So I got into the process with another department, and the same thing happened. I had failed twice. My dream of being a police officer, I thought, was over. So for 7 years, I bounced around and did a bunch of other little things, until finally I found a department that had hired me. And when I was sworn in, it was in a blue uniform with a gold star by the beach. So I worked there for a few years before getting injured in the line of duty. And Peter was young at the time. Peter's my son. He's there he is. And his twin siblings hadn't even been born. And I didn't have a college degree, and I didn't know what I was going to do. So I decided to go back to school. And I wanted to go into public service. So I applied to Georgetown. It was the number 14 school for political science in the world, and I didn't get in. So I thought my dreams of college might be over. So on a whim, I applied to the number 1 school for political science in the world. And in 2011, at the age of 37, I graduated from Columbia University in the city of New York with a double major. Thank you. In American Studies and Political Science, the Ivy League school I was told I would never get into. Who's laughing now? So why am I telling you my life story? It's this. This class is very special to me. Like I said, this is the class with Peter in it. Last year when I had to give this speech for my niece Katie's class, Katie's over there, I say that because last year I didn't give her a shout out and she's been angry at me every day since, so hopefully this makes us right, Katie. But I was there on your first day of kindergarten. We got a little bag with tissues in it and some tea with a note that said, wipe your tears, take a break, your kids are in good hands until back in yours, or something to that effect. And I've watched you guys attain so many goals. I've watched you grow on the lacrosse field. I've been there when you guys were camping out on battleships. I've seen you play numerous band concerts and orchestra concerts, and you're so much better now, so thank you. So I wanted you to learn an important message. The first is, just because your goal isn't attained in the time you think it should, doesn't mean you won't get there. It just means you haven't. The only one that can quit on your dreams or goals is you. So don't do it. Don't give up. Keep moving forward until you get there. You guys have already overcome so much, and I know that you guys will do some amazing things as you move forward. There's a mural in the high school that says, you enter as freshmen. Well, today you guys leave as admirals. On behalf of the Arlington Central School District's Board of Education, we congratulate the class of 2022. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you guys accomplish as you move forward. Thank you.
We're now going to presentation of Diploma. When I read these 6 names, please come up onto the stage to receive your diploma, and then join me in reading the names of your classmates for the presentation of their diplomas. Our first graduate for the Arlington High School class of 2022 is Miss Angela Christine Yee. Our second graduate, Amy Chen. Arlington High School Student Government President, Catherine Nicole Myers. Student Government Co Avery Meredith Williams. Co-Vice President, Caitlin Sarah Benny. Co-Vice President, Councilman Zoha. This is cutting out a lot, as you can tell. So if you read it and you don't hear it, just pause for a second.
All right.
So as you've seen, that mic is cutting out quite a bit. So if you read a name and you don't hear it, just give it a second and read it again. The rest of them won't have this. It's just they'll all have this. These are just. Okay. All right, you're probably good to go.
All right. Nicholas Joseph Abituantuano. All right, thank you. Manali Abram Agarwal. David Alexander Acevedo. Bessiana Adzovic. Celia Ann Aguilar. Vladimir Jose Aguilar Perez. Sherlyn Albino Santos. Daniel Ryan Aldridge. Jesse Dean Ale. Laurice Angel Agilat. Nimra Ali. Kaylee Marie Alicia. Braden Chase Altman Lewis. Justin Michael Amato. Shamal Amin. Sarah Nicole Anderson. Ailish Grace Andrews. Christopher Sergey Anawalt. Jake Taylor Angot. Michael Joseph Anacarico. Fatima Antonio Lopez. Richard Frimpong Ampenteg Jr. Maximo Azale Aponte III. Brooke Lillian Acro. Karina Ruth Arlette. Jeanette Ashley Bortali Ashong. Nana Kumi Asidu. Christopher Robert Atkins. Maneri Kavidaya Atulagama. Yasmina Isabel Ayaya.
Ariana Renee Badia. Azalea Maharani Bailey. Nicholas Everton Baker. David Michael Valentine Jr. Nora Grace Bannon. Lorenzo Christian Barnes. Alexis Emma Bass. Jade Emily Bautista. Christopher Bautista Antonio. Mackenzie Grace Burns Beck. Kajani Sadiq Benjamin. Adam A. Bennett. Adelina Barisha. Mateo Sebastian Bermudez Alaracon. Sarah Josephine Bernardi. Angelina Bernhardt. Emneet Kaur Bangu. David Alexander Bickford. Nicholas James Biseglia. Claire Frances Blaha. Mara Jade Blotz. Peter William Bodner IV. Robert Lawrence Boson. Timothy Felix Bova. Nicholas Robert Boyd. Caden Robert Brandel. Emily Christina Bordeaux. Nicholas Philip Bronzy. Benjamin Charles Brooks. Morgan Nicole Brosnan. Mia Rose Brown. Corey Kelly Brustow. Todd Patrick Bruno. Alex Maxwell Buckley. Shannon Olivia Burke. Jessica Marie Butcher. Aristide Boozy. Grace Griffin Byron. Jaden Alex Camacho. James Andrew Campbell Jr. Sophie Elizabeth Cargain. Austin Joseph Carl. Ashley Canero. Dylan Thomas Careth. Brady David Casella. Marissa Rose Casey. Nicholas Michael Castagnazzi. Liliana Michelle Castellanos. Lisbeth Marie Castellanos. Kyle Anthony Cadavero. Catherine Cesares. Victoria Faith Serrato. Ivanthia Marie Charlumbus. Emma Sophie Chensky. Noah Michael Christopher. Nicole Alexandra Ciardullo. Mark James Clarizio. Malia Alicia Conklin. Samantha Lynn Constable. Ashley Louise Cookingham. Isabella Jade Cross. Taylor Olivia Cross. Allison Elizabeth Cubberly. Dylan Raymond Kachia. Shannon Rose Cunningham. John Robert Cunningham, Jr. Vincent Nicholas Currow. Granville Wilson Curtis. Isabel Jane Serwinski. Antonio Jose Dahlia. Kenneth Joseph Dandridge II. Arun Mazi Joseph Doss. Cameron Daniel Davidson. Crystal Ashley Davies. Carolyn Alexa Davis. Zanai Yuri Davis. Caitlin Elizabeth Dawson. Dylan Job D. Leon. Aiden Vincent D. Clemente. Matthew Dylan DeCoster. Gianna Grace DeGasparis. Isabella de Jesus Ferrero. Jacob Thomas Del Bene. Jacqueline Marie Delio. Amber Haley Della Camera. Zachary Patrick Denton. Taylor De Palma. Abigail Erin Margaret Desire. John Yang Diamond. Alessandra Verdugo Diaz. Rebecca Grace Dickinson. Caitlin Victoria Delenardo. Deandra Torian Dixon. Emily Hope De La Gazima. Desi Dominguez. Patrick Joseph Donahue Jr. Michael Austin Durazio. Kathleen Ann Driscoll. Emma Rose Drum. William Michael Dersch. Callie Dufresne. Jamie Durant IV. Jesse Franklin Durling. Andy Jane Dial. Justin Richard Dykeman. Sydney Dyer. Rachel Nicole Earnhardt. Andrea Elise Easley. Emily Kataja Eckert. Kai Martin Eckert. Cara Amelia Eckert. Hannah Elizabeth Efron. Jaylene Encolada Carchi. Andrew Brian Engelhart. Lauren Ashley Isak. Christopher David Murdoch Evans. Noma Uchenna Azalea. Robert James Falcone. Claire Joanne Finelli. Kelsey Jade Ferranda. Blaze Anthony Farisi. Brianna Ray Fasolino. McGovern Matthew Fettigan. Joseph Eli Christian Ferguson. Matthew Joseph Ferolito. Sean Patrick Flaherty. Frank Thomas Flora III. Kayla Elizabeth Ford. Marissa Charday Foster. Riley Amanda Francisco. Hannah Marie Freer. Sarah Elizabeth Freiberger. John J. Fristacci. Eamon Dakota Fry. Elizabeth Ann Fursick. Hadridge Daniel Gallagher. Paul James Gallagher Jr. Tosano Joseph Gambino. Mary Catherine Gannon. Jimmy Gow. Barbara Samantha Gray. Joshua Andreas Garcia. Nathaniel Nicholas Garcia. Jaylene Kiana Garcia Edwards. Tonicia Carrie Ann Gale. Jacqueline Rose Geiger. Ronald Carey Geiger III. James Anthony Genovese. Nadira Johnson Garcia. Dominic James Guillermo. Juliana Elizabeth Gianagrasso. Cody Amon Gibbs. Jennifer Marie Gildow. Justin David Joya. Dominic Thomas Glode. Katie So Ning. John Anthony Getz Jr. Akira Lee Goals. Angelo Costa Gomez. Adrian Tenarath Gomez. Therese Kathleen Gomez. Miguel Angel Gonzalez Trujillo. Emily Catherine Gordon. Jakayla Jasmine Green. Sebastian Andrew Green. Corey Anne Marie Gray. Ian Lamar Griffin Jr. Taylor Ann Grindley. Anthony Xavier Guerra. Jared Joseph Guerra. Nansuai Gao. McKenna Rose Gustin. Amara Zoraida Gutierrez. Fernanda Gutierrez Lavarena. Nicole Guzman.
Where were you? Caitlin. Sean Patrick Haggerty. Todd Haight Jr. Gwyneth Ann Harrington. Wesley Robert Harrington. Julia Dunn Harris. Kellen Liam Harris. William Samuel Harris. Colleen Elizabeth Hart. Nina Lynn Rose Hatcher. Carson Harold Horn. Emma Grace Haverkamp. John David Havard. Tatiana Marie Hayes. Sarah Rose Heckman. Nicole Marie Heinrich. Andresia Anastasia Henry. Idea Paradise Henson. Gabby Hernandez Lopez. Uriel Hernandez Reyes. Owen Patrick Hickey. Ezekias Hoffman. Jack Riley Hoffman. Savannah Elizabeth Hoffman. Troy Henry Hoffman. Bridget Rose Hogan. Dylan James Hogg. Ralston St. George Holder. Colin Patrick Horahan. Christopher William Howard. Veronica Lynn Howard. Kara Elizabeth Humphrey. Cameron Hollister Hunter.
Give me blanks, give me blanks, give me blanks.
Selena Rose LaRusi. Bashar Ahmad Abraham.
Oh wait, who's Bashar?
Ariana Tamia Ingram. Rebecca Susan Itty. You want me to slow down?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
No, we're good.
Tyrell DeAndrea Ivy.
Where's Ivy?
Right there.
Nope.
Gotta get the picture.
Daniel John Jackson.
We're on this roll. I don't know what happened.
Faith Victoria Jackson. Abdel Jamal. Ahmad Amar Jamal. Megan Elizabeth Jark. Rennie Hope G. Amelia Magdalena Jensen. Erica Diane Jimenez. Harley May Jimenez. Deisha Monet Johnson. Christian Brenning Johnson. Deanna Joycette Joseph. Kashmir Michaela Joshua. Hernan Perez Sanchez. Clarice Olivia Kamen. Ryan Patrick Kane. Hansung King. Megan Elizabeth Keeler. Timothy Edward Keenan. Matthew Aiden Kelly. Justin Scott Kender. Joseph Patrick Kennedy III. Jonathan Michael Carr. Ali Raza Kane. Juliana Diane Kiggins. Braden Edwin King. Alexandra Kate Kleban. Sarah Jordan Kleban. Charlie James Knox. Delano Knox. Gerald Michael Korwach. Isabella Vivian Costal Larrier. Curtis Love Krauser Jr. Katarina Olivia Cairo. Layla LaSalle. Richard Rocco LaGuardia Jr. Shahana Lahiri. Kevin Malcolm Lashley. Kira Marine Latuso. Karen Laveriega Tovar. Sienna Riley Leak. Jeremy Kyle LeBlanc. Jacob J. Leo. Ryan Scott Letcher. Mickey Rose Lettery. Dallas and Jewel Lewis. Ian William Lewis. Megan Nicolo Joanne La Legion. John Antonio Labrulo. Anthony James Lawyer. Michael Thomas Lawyer. Jake Salvatore Lombardo. Stephen Paul Longwell. Dalia Ibeth Lopez. Leslie Gabriela Lopez Moracho. Gerald Francis Ludwig. Kelsey Grace Ludwig. Trey Anthony Lugbauer. Isabel Alexis Lugo. Nicholas James Hunter Lugo. Kevin Marr. Annika M.A. Kumar. Nicholas Vincent Messina. Lance James Mackin. Lillian Hannah Mackin. Thomas McPherson V. Ava Ray McGurl. Ashley Mahabir. Paul Joseph Malager. Gregory Robert Mann. Ethan Gabriel Mapper. Trent Jameson Marquise. Jordan Lee Margiola. Alan Julio Marin. Annabella Rose Moran. Tori Grace Martin. Giancarlo Martinez. Evelyn Martinez Marcial. Sean Joseph Marto. Erica Ashley Martinfee. What? Tara? Tara Amelia Mason. Michael Raymond Massey. Miranda Jean Mattia. Nicholas Alexander Morrow. Leah Elizabeth Mayhauser. Isabella Lisa Majewski. Atala Basil Sager Mazara. Mary Ellen Sha Shang Mazzola. Thomas Joseph McCallie. Hannah Louise McCabe. Kathleen Marie McCabe. Leo Fortunato McCaffrey. Bridget Marianne McDyer. Catherine Rose McGee. Deanna Amelia McGrath. Ashley Marie McLaughlin. Tyler McShane. Anna Meaden. Devin Nelson Medeiros. Katie Marie Medlin. Desiree Nicole Meehan. Zoe Elizabeth Meester Garcia. Xavier Michael Mendez. Jonathan Jesus Menendez Martinez. Brendan Peter Meyer. Marina Milanese. Giovanni James Miller. Gregory James Miller. Wait. Dean Michael Richard Mohammed. Leah Nicole Elizabeth Mohammed. Andrew Vincent Monopoly. McKenna Jane Moore. Maxwell Jeffrey Moore. What is it? Huh? Jessica? Jessica Ann Elizabeth Mormile. Jason Riley Mabro. Wahona Mukherjee. Jack Thomas Mulcahy. Erin Bridget Malini. James Joseph Murray.
Thank you.
Liam Michael Murray Jr. Scott Joseph Murray Jr. Liam Robert Murtagh. Alex Harris Musamechi. Taya Aline Nabors. Michael Jacob Napolitano. Samantha Michelle Napolitano. I split the page for you.
So at the top? Right at the top?
I guess you could go.
Venice Santos Nosh.
You tell me.
Ben Charles Priestley Nathanson. Chloe Lynn Neer. Brianna Nechafor. Yasmin Neiman. David James Nesbitt. Jamila Dina Jahad Neshawat. Seth William Newman. Sydney Ann Carlisle Nicholas. Tegan Nicole Nicholson. Matthew Gregory Neiman. Bradley Christopher Nieves. Caitlin Diane North. Kirsten Danielle North. Kayla Chanel Nottage. Joseph Michael Novaradsky. Xavier Nunez. Jack Michael O'Brien. Nicholas Robert Oshioni Jr. Felix John Odell. Natalie Jean O'Hearn. Ogeshi Jasmine Okafor. Edgar Lavariega Olmedo. Lauren Rita Orico. Julio Alberto Ortega. Amber Lynn Ortiz. Dylan Joseph Ortiz. Nancy Ortiz Morales. Eva Lizette Pagan. Felix Nevin Pagan. Daniel Joseph Paul. Erin Catherine Palilli. Sarah Antonella Payon Delgado. Jake Vincent Pascocello. Suhani Patel. Kyle Andrew Patrick. Sydney Dawn Paul. Tyreek Miguel Paul. Emmy Rose Pierce. Morgan Ashley Peep. Joseph Francis Peretta. Yaeli Davina Perez. William Perez III. Guadalupe Perez Martinez. Hunter Sean Perota. Kaylee Marissa Persad. Dylan Michael Pettigrew. Joseph Connor Payton. Shannon Nicole Pfeiffer. Madison Noel Piacadillo. Joy Elizabeth Peichel. Arandice Pimentel. Sean Dominic Patera. Who? Oh, Shaul Kazmir Pinto. Sean Dominic Patera. Lila Tia Plant. Rachel Judith Plessy. Julia Virginia Pomeroy. Jennifer Rose Porter. Tessa Michelina Pizzuto. Aiden Thomas Pritchard. Ryan Henry Pritchett. Gavin Cole Pruner. Chrisanne Brittany Price. Charlize Genevieve Puff. Alvi Afsan Qazi. Judith Carol Paramon. Christopher James Quimby. James Michael Quinlan. Amar Akram Qureshi. Julian Ramirez. Gianna Olivia Riley. Michael Lewis Reyna. Karan Anthony Renta. Rachel Jolina Resto. Nicole Reyes. Connor Joseph Reynolds. Joseph Albert Riccicardi.
Take your time.
Gabrielle Rosalie Rice.
Is this an elaborate ploy to suck up the moment?
Kaylee Elizabeth Richards. Isabella Maria Rivera. Henry Charles Rodriguez. Matthew Gabriel Rodriguez. Andy Rojas. Haley Shea Rose. Peyton J. Rose. William John Rose. Angelina Theresa Rubiano. Heidi Ruiz. Giovanni Antonio Russo. Julia Ray Russo. Nicholas Adam Ryan. Natalie Marie Sabersula. Haley Jane Sachs. Michael Yasser Sahaune. Emmett John Salamoni. Michael Robert Sambells. Bonifacio Sandoval III. Ianelli Santaya Luyanda. Gabriella Lee Santiago. Isabella Santoli. Santoli? Where's Santoli? Oh, Santoli.
Yeah, Malachi.
Malachi Moon Santos. Louis Sean Santos Jr. Andrew Joseph Savoca. Angela Renee Scalfuri. Nathan Ellis Schiavone. Andrew Paul Sciotto. Carrie Angela Scalfani. Olivia Rose Scores. Elena Celine Scott. Ryan Jonathan Scott. Madison Joanne Soroka. Aiden Michael Cedor. Megan Grace Serino. Ryan Matthew Schaefer.
What's the name?
I don't know where we're up to. They told me to stop. Right. I said that one already. Ryan Matthew Schaefer.
What's the next one?
I don't.
Edyon, he's here, this one.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Edyon Patricio Serrano. Okay, we're back to Jonathan Jacob Sharpie. Mackenzie Laurel Sheehan. Emma Shi Shen. Emma Mary Sheridan. Ireland Frances Sherwood. Isabella Chloe Short. Kylie Murray Short. Thomas Wesley Short. Natalie Ann Shumway. Jason Joseph Sickles. Zachary Jordan Silverlate. Dylan Jeffrey Simmons. Tony Alexander Simmons. Dimitri Palandi Semu. Kyle Thomas Sinclair. Claudia Faith Sirkowski. Alicia Patrice Smith. Olivia Grace Smith. Paige Isabel Smith. Sean Richard Smith. Sarah Jane Sokol. Benjamin Michael Soliday. Matthew Stanislaw Soltowski. Hunter Linus Lang Soong. Hunter James Soons. Ava Grace Sperling. Gianna Ray Scalante. Rocco Giovanni Scalante. Ashley Marie Staffa. Caitlin Marie Strego. Lily Grace Stasitis. Kyra Marie Steele. Morgan Lily Stolarski. Casey Ann Stoll. Jonathan Wellwood Strothenhausen. Alexander Jonathan Swatek. Daniel Siku. Austin Kingston Sepek. Emily Elaine Samansky. Daniel Tamani. Evan Tamani. Adrian Ulysses Tavares. Chance Teeman Dean Taylor. Julia Renee Taylor. Julia Renee Taylor. Vivian Lynn Taylor. Caden Lee Thomason. Zahari Mackenzie.
That's Kaden.
Right there. No? Monet's crossed out, is she not? Oh, Monet's not crossed out anymore? Monet Tarandra Talonge. Caden Lee Thomason. Zahiri Mackenzie Thompson. Catherine Karen Teese. Joel Francisco Torrijo. Mia Alyssa Tarando. Peter Joseph Tomasic. Merrick Dennis Tompkins. Alexa Victoria Therese. Kaylee Nicole Therese. Kelly Rosetta Therese. Dennis John Tracy. Samantha Bear Trippy. Evan Joseph Turnchalk. Dylan Anthony Turner. Dylan Daniel Turner. Isabella Margaret Turner. Ethan Gage Uwanhe. Megan Kathleen Valdez. Andrew Michael Valerhi. Rose Marie Van Benscotten. Zachary Ryan Vanakiotis. Janessa Beth Van Leuven. Mackenzie Jean Van Voorhees. Eric Wilhelm Venicure. Emily Velasquez Garcia. Marissa Sky Ventura. Axel Edward Vera. Victor Manuel Vera Quintana. Lucas Frank Verdi. Joey Angeline Vita. Stephen Mark Vitellani. Marlene Viver Albino. Brandon Matthew Vole. Stephanie Mary Vitano. Tyler Yuting Wang. Aiden Patrick Ward. Blake Mitchell Warner. Kayla Chastity Washburn. Isaiah Elijah Weathers. John Weatherup Jr. Dean Felipe Weber. Amarais Anai Wells. Tiadra Tonrond Welsh. Elijah Brian Wetzel. Lauren Elizabeth Weissel. Christian Timothy Williams. Isaiah Williams Griffith. Abigail Rose Wonderly. Gavin Malachi Corrigan Wood. Landon Michael Wood. Kyrese Xavier Woods. Sinai Namani Woodcock. Gavin Michael Hicks Risley. Jason Philip Wytek. Xavier Armand Yacob. Adam Joseph Yachikori. Mia Jordan Yanati. Eric Edward Urak. Jaden Moy Ming Yi. Jordan Alexander Young. Emmanuel Ignacio Zambrano. Caitlin Patricia Zanarini. Hannah Gabriella Zalesnik. Danielle Joan Zelker. John Lawrence Zelker V. Abir Zerwell. Thomas Benjamin Zimberly. Cassandra Lynn Subracht.
Congratulations to our 635 graduates. Let's give them one more round of applause. Mr. Bodner, thank you for your inspiring remarks. He's right. Yourself. Never give up on yourself. It's now my privilege to introduce Mr. Todd Richard, who just until a few weeks ago was your house principal for all 4 years. He's going to give you the closing remarks and send you off. Mr. Richard.
Good morning, everyone. It is my honor to complete today's ceremony with these 10 pages of closing remarks. Just kidding. Promise to be brief. First of all, thank you to Dr. Bollner, Ms. Brewster, and everyone who helped organize this event, to the faculty and staff in attendance, our building and district administrators, and our esteemed board members. Thank you to all the family members and friends in attendance for all you have done to support these graduates. And of course, thanks to the graduating class of 2022 for all you have done and will do to help make this place a better world in the future. Just a quick note on two members of the class that are unable to be here today. First is Morgan Jablonski, who was unable to attend, but who have loved to have been here. The second is Christopher Bischoff, who was unable to attend due to his commitment to the United States Air Force Academy. We have both of those members in our thoughts today. I would like to give a big shout out to the house teams who have supported all of the graduates here today. Most of the graduates here have been part of the East House team, which includes school counselors Miss Slynn, Miss Tolworthy, Mr. Jakubek, and Miss Kruger. Our social worker, Miss Ellis. Our psychologist, Miss Niles. Our secretaries, Miss Westervelt, Miss Raffaelli, and recently retired Miss Rubino. And finally, our assistant principal and current acting house principal, Mr. Zuccaro. We have all worked with the students in the East House since 2018, and I know I can speak for all of us, as well as members in other houses, in saying that we are really sad and proud at the same time to see these students move to the next phase in their lives. It is important for all the students to know that this is much more than a job for your team members and teachers. Due to all sorts of circumstances, we have connected with many of you on a personal level. We have worked through social, emotional, and academic challenges, shared laughs and sometimes tears, planned and worked towards awesome events, celebrated successes and wins, and supported each other through COVID. As you leave here today, please know that we cherish our memories with you. Please know that as much as we have been teachers and mentors to you, we are also recipients of knowledge, passion, and purpose from you. As we are able to see you and hear you and all of your amazing differences, we are able to be better people in all facets of our lives. As you move to the next phase in your lives, I ask you to do the same. Every single person has something to offer, and if you're able to allow yourself to really see and hear other people, especially those that are different from you, you are well on your way to accomplishing our mission. The ability to empower yourself to be a self-directed, lifelong learner who will willingly contribute to your community and lead a passionate and purposeful life. You have finished the milestone of a public educational career, but you will hopefully never finish learning throughout your entire life. We leave this complex world in your hands, and I know you will all contribute to making it better. Please take this final moment to store the sights and sounds of this day into your memory banks and never let it go. I wish you all good luck and hope for your safety and happiness in the future. Thank you. Before I read my last sentence, I will instruct all students to follow your chaperones for the recessional. You will exit from the same direction you came in. So for the last time, graduating class of 2022, you are dismissed.
Todd?
Thank you.
John?